Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'll be sharing with us how I made this beautiful red top I'm putting on. I was happy I could achieve this on my first attempt. This was my friend's one I recreated also. So I was happy about the outcome. If you want me to show you how I achieved the skirts, just comment it on the comment section. So let's go down to business. So I use a yard of crepe and a yard of suit lining. So I will advise you get 1.5 yard of crepe. So the first thing I did was I came down by 6 inches and I also came in by 7 inches and I roll out like so. So I'll start taking my measurements. On that point, I will start my shoulder measurement divided by 2 and take my neckline 3.5. Then for the front 3.5 also, the back neckline 1 inches. So we will later know why I am taking my back and front neckline at the same spot. I will explain further. The next step is to I come down by 1.5 on my shoulder line to mark my shoulder slope. So from my starting point, I will take my chest line. So the formula I use is my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 2.5 is standard. Your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 2.5, that's your chest line. So after which, the next measurement is my bust point. So I come down by 1.5 for my bust point. So for my chest line, I'll come down by 1.5 to mark my bust point line. So the next one is my waistline. For my starting point, I will mark my ruler and get my waistline. And my waistline I'm using is 17 for this top. So the next step is to get my top length. So I'm using 20 for this top. So I mark out 20 like so, and I'll also roll out. So I'm just trying to create a basic bodice. So I am done. I'm labeling out. After labeling, the next step is on my chest line. I will take my shoulder measurement there and I will mark and I will connect it to my shoulder slope. So on my chest line, I will input my bust circumference divided by 4 and I will find the midpoint from my chest line to my shoulder slope. I'll find the midpoint. Then on the midpoint, I'll come in by 1/2 inch and I'll connect it like this and like so. So that's my armhole cuff. So the next step is on my waistline. I will divide my waist circumference divided by 4. That's my waistline. Waist circumference divided by 4. And on the top length, I will add just 1 inches to my waistline. You can carry your waistline down if you choose to, but I added 1 inches to my waistline and input it on my chest on my top length, and I'll connect like the way you see me connect like so. So the next point is to get my dart leg, and how to get my dart leg is my nipple to nipple divided by 2. So I will put it on my bust point or on my bust line, my waistline, and my top length, and I'll connect with my straight ruler like you see me do. So on my shoulder slope, I would find the midpoint of it and mark it and connect it to my bust point with a straight ruler, just the way you see me do. So I'm using 1.5 for my waist darts. So yours can be 1, yours can be 2, but I'm using 1.5 for my waist darts. I don't like taking more like that. So I will divide the 1.5 by 2 and I'll mark it on both legs. Just and connect it to my bust point and connect it down again to my top length, just the way you see me do. So that is that. So I took 1.5 for my waist dart. So I will replace 1 inch. So in essence, I have snatch half inch from my waist. This 0.3 I'm adding to my side of my chest line. Don't do it, it's not important. So that is that. So the next step is to mark my neckline. So from my chest line, I'll come up by 1.5 and connect to my neck. Come up by 1.5 from your chest line and connect it to your neck, which is straight ruler. And extend the line outward like this. Extend it outward like this, guys. So I am done with that. So I will mark out 1 inches for my zipper allowance. So this top has a zip at the back, so I'm using 1 inches for my zip allowance. You can use 1.5. So the next thing is to mark that this our back neckline. We will take it like this. We'll mark it like this. That's why I put it here. So I'm doing it again so that we can be sure about the measurement that we have. You can see, take your time, guys. Take your time and be sure about it. So whatever you have, input it on this line like this, as you can see, and go out by ½ inch. And from that ½ inch, mark 7 inches. You can mark 5 inches. You can mark 6, 7. Because I later changed my own to 5 inches, and it should be slanted, not straight. Slanted, not straight. I later changed it to 5 inches. So I'll connect that ½ inches to my neck like this. You see? So the next step is from this your chest, your neckline, you also input the inches you input on the upside. If you use 5 here, use 5 here. If you use 7 up, use 7 down. And I'll connect like this. It's a curve ruler, a slightly curved ruler, and connect there to this side like this. So guys, hope we are taking notes. Hope I'm not too fast. I don't want the video to be very long. That's why I'm trying to do this fast. So that is this for our collar. And we are done. So the next thing is to get our halter neck. So what I do is from the middle point of my armhole, I'll come in by 2 inches. I'll come down by 1 inches from my chest line. And I'll come out by 2.5 from my shoulder slope and connect the lines like this with my curve ruler. Just the way you see me do. So I will add my sewing allowance at the side of my pattern. So I'm using 1 inches for my sewing allowance. You can use 1.5 or ½ inch, whatever is fine with you. So I will label, and we are done drafting, and I will cut out my zipper, my neckline. I'll end it here and cut it out like so, and continue cutting my collar. Just watch how I'm cutting, guys. Take notes on how I'm cutting. I'll come to my shoulder slope and come to my halter neck line and my waist darts. So I forgot to cut out that my allowance side. So I'll do that. I'll do it when I'm cutting on my fabric. So I'm also shaping the top length for it to be equal. So on this side, just to avoid those bulges we normally have, so I'll just come up. I'll come down from this my shoulder slope, my shoulder dart line by 1.2 inches, like so, just to avoid any excesses that we'll have there. You can do 1.5 if you don't have, if you're on the smaller side. So I'm just trying to label. As you can see, everything matches. So we are done drafting. The next is to start cutting. So I'm cutting my center front first. So my center front, I'm using the fabric for lining and the main fabric. You get. So I have 4 pieces here. It's on fold. After cutting, it will be 4. So on the top length, I will add 1.5 to it, to my length, and cut out. I add half inches here. On the zipper side, I did not add any allowance. So my collar half inches, shoulder slope half inches, neckline half inches. So only the zipper that I did not add allowance to it. I add half inches everywhere. So this is the side front. I put two the suit lining is on fold, and the fabric is also on fold. So I'll come down by 1.5 the way I did, and that SS6 I did not remove from the side. I'm removing it. I'll add half inch here, half inch on every area. Note that is I have 4 pieces here, 2 lining and 2 fabric. So I'm using suit lining, not about lining. So as you can see, suit lining and the main piece, that's 2 2. So I'm bringing the side front to show us how it is, and we are done for the front. So let's draft the back. So I want the back and the front to align at the armhole area. So I'm just going to do like this. You see how my pencil is? I'm going to take it straight like this from the armhole like that, and cut out. So very, very simple. The back is very simple. So I'm cutting out like this. That means I will no longer need the upper side. This part I don't need it. So I only need this place. And I will fold in my zipper allowance. I will label up and fold in my zipper allowance. So guys, the back does not have a zip. Only the front has a zip. So I'm done with the back, and I'm trying to cut out like so. I'm pinning. After pinning, I will come down by 1.5 the way I did to the front. And so to avoid those bulges at the center back on the top length, I will come out by half. The upper side, I'll also come out by ½ inch and connect to my waistline, and also connect it to my top length like this. So guys, I did not put any allowance on the waistline, and note that I'm doing this at the center back, not the side, center. So after that is done, on the top I will add 1.5 just the way I did to the front, and I will start cutting. I'll add ½ inch here, ½ inch on the top, and cut out like this. I'll notch and also notch the waistline, and I'm done. I'm cutting the side back. I'll pin, and I will add 1.5 at the down, and ½ inch here and ½ inch there. So guys, I'm going to end here. So in the next video, I will show us how to join the pieces and how the final look will look like. So I'm trying to make the video short because most of you don't like engaging on long videos. So guys, if you have watched to this extent, please subscribe and share my videos. And also, if you feel my videos are too fast, let me know in the comment section so I can know what to do on the next video. Please guys, your review means a lot to me. It will make me to know how to serve you guys better. So thank you guys for watching. I love you. Bye.